SYSTRAN was founded by Dr. Peter Toma. Dr. Peter Toma was a Hungarian-born polyglot. He spoke several languages. One of the key tenets of Dr. Peter Toma was that he believed in world peace, that enhanced communication would lead to better communications amongst nations, and it would enhance the prospect of world peace. And so this is really one of the reasons he pursued SYSTRAN. In the 1960s, Dr. Toma developed the English into Russian system, and it was used during the Apollo-Soyuz mission for NASA. So for the cosmonauts and the astronauts to be able to communicate. So really here it's where his vision of breaking down communication barrier really started to come into effect. With the success of the Apollo-Soyuz mission, Dr. Toma started to reach out to commercial entities about the potential for multilingual communication using machine translation. It led to Xerox becoming our first commercial customer. It was definitely very insightful for them to be one of the early adopters of this technology. It did open the doors for other commercial entities to see machine translation as a viable way of enhancing the multilingual communication. But machine translation being a mainframe software, you really couldn't democratize that. So in the 90s, we started developing our desktop version of our translation software. And we eventually had this service with Alta Vista where we created Babelfish and made translation available for free to users on the internet. As we further developed our translation capabilities into different internet portals, different enterprise corporations, it became a more and more powerful tool. We were eventually approached by Samsung to create a translation app for their Samsung Galaxy line of phones. And it was really also a next leap forward because we were able to bring the size of the translation engines themselves down to the mobile device. In addition to Samsung, we also have a history working with other manufacturers such as Apple, and they introduced the notion of widgets. We were then the power behind the translation widget on the Apple Mac OS for many years as well. In 2014, we started to experiment with deep learning for machine translation. And that's when we decided as a company to make a shift in our work to focus on the deep learning and the neural machine translation. We started working with the Harvard Natural Language Processing team, and that's when we decided to go ahead and open source the technology at the end of 2015 of the work that we had done with Harvard NLP, and that's what's become our core system, which is OpenNMT. Our viewpoint from a SYSTRAN perspective is that no one company can really solve this. This is really the idea behind creating the open source OpenNMT project so that we can enhance the core translation technology while we at SYSTRAN work on all of the tools to make it more professional machine translation capable. Our latest innovation and introduction to the market is our cloud offering, which is SYSTRAN Translate Pro. We're introducing our technology to a wider audience at a more accessible entry point for individual users, individual professionals, or people that want to do translation where they have a secure and high quality translation with our software. So if you're doing translations for a specific field, such as medicine, healthcare, or tax and accounting, you need a specific translation for that. And we're able to offer that to our users now through the SYSTRAN Translate Cloud platform. With the advent of different AI technologies, we're also able to marry a lot of different technologies together, which is also exciting. So you can think of things like chat support, using automatic machine translation to enhance the capability of customer support agents to assist customers no matter what their language is, no matter where they find themselves, all the way to things like automatic video captioning, speech recognition, then to translation in a manner that the end user will see as a seamless communication. The idea of us democratizing the technology, enabling multilingual communication more widely, especially now with our cloud offering, is really getting more towards the vision that Dr. Peter Toma had for SYSTRAN itself.